Now, if you're a parent, you might be wondering, Leo, my kid has autism. Will heavy metal detox cure my child's autism? Uh, the answer is it's complicated and that maybe it can help, but there are no guarantees. With that said, it's worth a try. You don't really lose very much. You can do chelation on children. Just follow the protocol and it'll work on children as well as adults. Of course, you have to adjust dosages to their weight and all that. But I actually have a doctor. I have a really good doctor who has made his whole career treating children with autism using chelation, using DMSA, ALA, and the Andy Cutler protocol. And he's had hundreds of successful clients. So personally, I don't have a lot of experience in this because I don't have children. I've never treated a child with autism or whatever. And I'm not saying that autism is only caused by heavy metal toxicity. I think there's many factors that contribute to autism, including genetic factors, of course. It's not purely environment. It's also genetically related as well. But, it's really the combination of environment plus your genetics, which leads to many of these disorders. And so just based on the anecdotal evidence that I've heard from my doctor and the success he's had with many of his clients is that he says that, 10, 20 rounds can cure a lot of these kids or can reduce their symptoms significantly to the point where they're able to, to be normal again. Same thing with stuff like ADD. We have epidemics of ADD and autism right now. And if you think about, where is this coming from? One theory is that, well, we're just diagnosing kids more. We're better at diagnosing autism. That's why there's more of it. We're better at diagnosing ADD. That's why there's more of it. I think there's some truth to that, but I don't think that explains all of it. I think that a lot of it has to do with the toxins that is present from the, basically from the last 100 years of heavy manufacturing and pollution that has been mostly unregulated all around the world. And also the horrible practices that are happening within the food industry. Food is filled with toxins. The food you get at fast food places, a lot of children's food, junk food, snack food, candy, pizza, potato chips, burgers, the kind of food they serve at school to children, all this stuff. I mean, it's basically poison. We're poisoning our children and we're acting as though nothing is wrong. And then we're acting surprised, like, why is there all this autism and ADD and learning disorders and problems focusing? And then, kids being juvenile delinquents and being aggressive and becoming school shooters and being depressed and being suicidal. A lot of it is simply the horrible food practices that we have and the toxins in the water, in the food, in the environment, pollution, all of it. It all adds up. It's, small things, they add up, especially over 10, 20 years. It adds up. And it even begins in the womb. Most mothers are completely clueless about these things, and they consume horrible food filled with toxins, which of course starts to affect and ruin the development of the child's brain while the child is still inside the mother. And so many children start off life already at a disadvantage right from the very beginning, and they're never, ever going to overcome that, no matter how much they meditate or do self-help or some of these other things, or how many doctors they go to. On the other hand, your body is also very resilient. So don't feel like you're a victim and that if you had some sort of, a bad childhood or, bad food that you ate for a long time. I ate horrible food for the first 20 years of my life. I used to be overweight. I ate the worst food. My family didn't care about health and nutrition at all. And really, I'm paying consequences for that now as an adult, I think. And one of the things that's made me much more, careful about what I eat these days, precisely because I felt some of the horrible consequences of it. But don't get stuck thinking that, you're a hopeless cause. Be positive, stay positive, try some of these protocols, and keep troubleshooting. It is possible for your body to recover from the damage that's been done over the years. Your body can be incredibly resilient, and it has the capacity to heal itself. The biggest thing is just, reform your lifestyle so that you stop consuming these toxins and these poisons. That's the number one thing, is even before you start chelating and detoxing, just stop poisoning yourself to begin with. So just to reiterate, heavy metal detox is safe for children, but again, that responsibility is on you. It's only safe if you do it properly. If you do it improperly, it's not safe. I'm going to post a study specifically about children. This study is from PubMed. It's called Safety and Efficacy of Oral DMSA Therapy for Children with Autism Spectrum Disorders. That's the full title of the study. I'll post a link down below if you're interested in that.